Got a lot of elf root now. I spent a little bit of time off camera gathering some herbs. I also didn't realize that you could grow herbs back at Skyhold, which is pretty awesome. There's a lot of animals here. I feel so bad killing the woodland creatures. What did they ever do to me? Nothing. That's what they did. And that's why we have to kill them. Ooh, got 7. That bonus is really helping out. I've been collecting lots of extra loot. And it helps tremendously with getting upgrades. And finishing certain fetch quests. Oop, wait, there's something here. I think that's just, yep, that's just a deep mushroom. Guess it can't hurt. What have we over here? Ooh, is that? That is not what I need. But I'm sure it'll come in handy. Oh yeah, it's actually for the survey quest. So we'll take them. Need an Everite though. Which is still unavailable to me. Ah, Bloodstone! I found you. One more. And we have it. So let's go on. Oh, let's, well, that's actually way up there. So we'll come back to this area. We're going to come back to a lot of areas. First, we're going back to Skyhold. I want to unlock my new ability. So I believe we're gonna have to go and craft something. So let's see if we can do that.
Inquisitor?
Hello.
If you have a moment.
I don't. I'll be back though.
World needs more.
I think we actually need to go to a requisition table, which I don't think is in here, so never mind. Yeah, it looks like we'll have to do that here. There might be a place to do it in the camp, but this is probably the easiest route. I'm not sure where requisition camp is in Skyhold. I'm sure there is one, though. Hi, Chancellor Roderick. And there's not enough time to read any of that, because it jumps to the black screen of death. There we go. Where are you, requisition table? Oh, you're here somewhere. Camp's a little bigger, but they can't hide you. There you are. Cool. All right, we've made the ceremonial skull. Ah, something else. I'll build that as well. Invest in the garden space to increase utility. Awesome. So we've got +1 power, increase the ability to grow herbs, or create a chantry space to gather resources from the faithful. That is good. We'll be able to gather resources a little bit faster, hopefully. I like that the fetch quests actually serve a purpose. Let's go and get our necromancer power. And then we'll try and go reset my skill tree I'll probably do that off camera and then show you guys what upgrades I did. Just gonna take the leap of faith. Whee! Hey, buddy.
The recipe is complete. The ceremony ended. You know our way. Now you must choose to accept this role. To shepherd and to condemn.
Yes, I would like to be a necromancer.
I am ready to commit to this. To train in necromancy.
Then you honor me as well. You have begun a path that goes well beyond where others must stop. You will find, Inquisitor, that life is not so final as some might think. Welcome to our way.
Glad to be here. Necromancy for the win. It looks like we could probably go and respec. Trying to remember exactly where I go to do that. I don't think it's here. It's one of these merchants. That actually may be in the armory, but let's go ahead and check here first.
There you are.
Hey, Bonnie. Oh, you don't got what I need.
Templars.
Yes, that's correct.
Away!
Inquisitor?
There should be a necklace that we can buy and equip that'll allow us to respec our character. And that is something I would really like to do at this point in time. Here it is. So it looks like we actually get one for free, and the rest of them cost money. So we'll go ahead and grab the first one. And if we equip it, it should reset our skills. All right. I'm going to go ahead and respec my character, and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, guys, so I've spec'd into a few things here. I like to make sure I have all of my elements covered because my staff does ice damage. So I've also got a fire attack and I've also got an electricity attack, so I can attack a variety of different enemies. And some of these fire spells synergize pretty well with these because they increase, one of the passives increases the duration of fear, I believe. And a lot of these promote fear, so feel fear and panic. So we've got a panic duration spell here. I'm not sure if it actually does any damage. It looks like it does. 50% of weapon damage per second with this extra bonus. Every time an enemy dies nearby, you regain both health and mana. So we've got that one. You've learned to leave enemies vulnerable in their terror. Enemies that are panicked take increased damage from all attacks. So damage bonus versus the panicked at 15%. This is an interesting one here called Haste. So it increases the movement speed of the entire party. That might help us during certain combat instances. And then also spec down this way because it gave us some abilities to raise the dead. Killing enemies attracts spirits that increase the power of your spells for a short time. And then here you mark a target with an attacking spirit, inflicting ongoing damage. If the target dies while marked, the spirit mimics the victim's body briefly to fight on your behalf. And I've actually got this bonus, which makes it last for 45 seconds. Pretty freaking cool. So we've reduced our spell count by 1, which I don't see as a bad thing. I've only got a limited amount of mana to use anyway. I'd rather dump those into passives, because passives are always helping me. Looks like there's other quests to be taken. Let's go ahead and have a chat.
Inquisitor. My Lord Inquisitor, it's good of you to speak with me. I have news regarding one of your companions, the Tevinter.
Has Dorian done something wrong?
No, thankfully. It's nothing like that. I have been in contact with his family. House Pavas out of Carenas. Are you familiar with them?
Familiar? We've never met, if that's what you're suggesting.
I'm suggesting nothing. I'm only curious whether you know of his situation. The family sent a letter describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid. They've asked to arrange a meeting quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come. Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hoped...
Are you sure this isn't some kind of trap? I mean, the secrecy.
That did occur to me. What if it is a plot of those mages, the Venatori? Another reason to put this in your hands, Inquisitor. I pray that isn't the case. But if it is, you are far better equipped than I to respond to such treachery.
Just what kind of meeting do you have in mind?
I believe they just want to talk, to understand why Dorian felt he had to come here. Somewhere private, away from Skyhold, but not in Tevinter. You make them nervous, I think. They don't understand why he's here with the Inquisition. They want him to come home.
What happens if Dorian doesn't agree?
Hopefully that will be the end of it. If not, well, that's why you should be there.
I'll see what I can do.
Bless you, Inquisitor.
Sounds kind of shady.
Send a retainer to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern, to take him onward. If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there. I should pray for your success and the young man's happiness. That's all we can hope for. Is it not?
Sounds shady to me. You guys can have a read if you'd like.
Inquisitor?
Howdy. Let's see, what do we have? Ah, get out of my way. Ah, we got some ghoul's beard. Let's go ahead and plant. Switch it up to a different type of plant. It's already planted, so that works for me. Doesn't allow me to set different types, it would appear. Upgrade time. So this upgrades the garden to a chantry, bringing home to all who seek it. A functional upgrade that brings a potential resource gain from the inspired, including gold from tithes. Upgrades the garden by committing the space to simple greenery and cultivation, a functional change that allows more herbs to be harvested. That's a pretty tough choice. So we could go for gold or we could go for herbs. I think herbs are a little bit more valuable to me at this point in time. So that is one of 3 major upgrades. Glad to see it. Ah, so now we have lots of plants to work with. I like. Okay, so it looks like these are still set the same as what we had before. Doesn't let us change them, but I think we still have to go around and select them. Awesome, so we'll get a wide variety of plants. Not sure how long it takes to grow, but it doesn't seem to take very long. And I'm assuming that that is probably everything. Let's go back to our journal. And let's go back to the Emerald Coast. Or not the Emerald Coast, the Emerald Graves. Seem like a neat area. With plenty to do.